This is the S&P 500 one-day reading for January 11, 2023. It's currently December 5th, 2022, 12:38 a.m. Eastern Time. So we have for the overall theme card today, we have this wealth card, which is a prominent move higher, standing out on a multi-day chart. It's a tricky day though because that big move higher. I pulled a card. I pulled some more cards for clarity in a previous version of this reading, but I chose to re-record based on just there were some long pauses. Anyhow, that big move higher is a fake out. Off of the high, there's a significant decline. It increases with momentum moving forward into the day. Um, it looks like we're still in the midst of like the Ace of Cups energy that we see back on the 6th when we look at the 1 month overview. And then the low for the day is there's an opportunity to position oneself in both directions. It would be like a good mean point at a resistance level there, or at a price level there around the low. In the midst of some volatility, there's a good opportunity to position oneself in both directions. And my sense is that the month's low ends up being tomorrow, probably on the 12th. So a critical technical price level highlighted in the pre-market. We declined from that to a low somewhere in the pre-market or around the open, and then there's a big pop. There's a pop and drop and a big move to the upside somewhere in that first half hour or first hour and a half, I should say. And there's also a drop in there, and then we have a high. The high is like a failed attempt to break through key resistance. It'll be like technicals will lead us to believe that we're gonna break through it, but instead we decline after that. And I'm getting a lot of information saying unicursal. This is a failure soon, ruin in this position. Magus stone. You know, I mean, like there's a lot going on. So there's a high here in the first like hour and a half, let's say. Maybe it goes a little bit further out into like midday, but to be safe, I'm going to say somewhere between like there's a high somewhere between like 10 and 1. And at that failed attempt to break through key resistance, and that'll be key resistance on probably a multi-day chart. There'll be a decline through key support. Looks like we revisit, or we have we revisit a price level, and maybe the same technical price level that we saw here in the pre-market. Hard to say, but we revisit a price level there between roughly like 1 and 2. Just after there'll be like a move higher through resistance, and then a breakdown through that same price level shortly thereafter, and like right around there, that price level will be like a good mean point for the straddle or strangle, and also probably a low for the day. But then there's more decline, it looks like. An agreement between two leaders or a merger of some kind is highlighted in the last hour. Also a trade opportunity there. With a sharp decline to another low right around the close. Sneak preview shows notable decline there off of like midday. Notable decline. It'll stand out on a multi-day chart because we've got this Ace of Cups energy, which when we look at the 1 month, the Ace of Cups energy started all the way back on the 5th, but we see a lot of it here. Ace of Cups, and then into this on the 11th. So I think probably the low is probably tomorrow on the 12th, and that's the predictions for the 11th of January 2023. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, my friends, make sure you follow that rule of karma. You do that, and the universe will send it back to you tenfold in all directions, my friends. I'll see you on the next one.